Yo, yo. I've been making these GoldJacketLuke videos since 2013, and lots of my old videos barely get any views anymore. I think there's some really great content in my old videos, so I just wanted to do a quick shout out. Consider going back into my video history and looking at some videos I made in like 2014 if you'd like. I'm gonna share with you a really cool, kind of emotional meditation story. But first, I just want to say in 2012, 2013, when I first learned about meditation, I absolutely hated it. It felt like torture to me. I heard about it, so I would sit down and try it, and my mind would be going like crazy, and it would feel uncomfortable, and it would just be this like stressful activity. So it's kind of funny how I've come around full circle, and now I really enjoy meditation, and that does just give hope to anyone watching who like doesn't enjoy meditation or finds it frustrating. That for me, like, I really enjoy meditation now, and that there is a new way to kind of meditate in a enjoyable way. So back in the day, I thought meditation was like overhyped and not that big of a deal and kind of this weird thing, but two things really changed me. So the first, it was 2016, and I have a friend named Michael, and Michael invited me to go to this meditation group. So I was like, sure, yeah, let's try it out. So we went to this group, and during that group, there was, like a 15 or 20-minute meditation. And I remember after that meditation, I was kind of there like straining and feeling stressed and not getting any value from it except learning to sit still. And I felt like stressed afterwards. But I remember looking over to my buddy Michael after the 15-minute meditation, and I noticed he was suddenly more present, more relaxed, more centered. His vibe shifted in a like this centering way. And that's when I realized, hey, I think there is something to meditation here. Before I've been kind of denying its benefits, but I realized looking at my friend after he meditated and seeing his state change, I was like, you know what? There's something to meditation. And then a funny thing, it was really freaky. I got like 3 comments from 3 different people, like YouTube comments, recommending me the book Autobiography of a Yogi. I think that book kind of synchronistically came into my life. It was freaky how multiple people were recommending me this book at the same time when I hadn't even like heard of it before. So I decided to read the book, and in this book, the author, Paramahansa Yogananda, shares lots of like mystical meditation experiences and complete like miracle type experiences, like healing, physical healing, or getting some divine vision about something. But he talked about these like amazing spiritual experiences that he had from meditation, and there's like these miracles, like insane stuff in that book. I actually think he probably made up some of the stories or exaggerated some of the stories. I'm not. But either way, epic book. Even if the book was fiction, it's an epic book. Great spiritual philosophy in there, and it's just like a really fun read of spiritual insight. Amazing dude. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how true all of the stories are, because it's just like almost too insanely radical, the miracles and crazy stuff he shares in the book. But anyways, that opened my mind to, I'm not just meditating to like be present, but I'm gonna meditate to maybe have some mystical experience, to have some, maybe I could have some divine intuition or vision or healing, or maybe something really magical could happen to me during meditation. So I suddenly had this big inspiration that something really amazing can maybe happen to me through meditation. Anyways, I was doing some meditation at the time, and I was slowly learning to enjoy it more, and I was doing it in a more like relaxed way. I was letting thoughts arise, and I was starting to enjoy it, and I really believed like some mystical thing could happen through the experience. So anyways, one day I was meditating, and I felt like I was really dropping in to my like true self, and really connecting in the spirit. Like I was just, it was almost like I was traveling deeper into my unconscious mind, and I was in this very relaxed and centered and peaceful place. Going into the meditation, and during the meditation, I had thoughts of like, I trust God, I have faith in God, and I relax to God, and everything's gonna work out, and God is perfect. And I remember maybe after 20 minutes of meditation, all of a sudden I started to really think about my childhood dog, who died when I was 12 or something. One of my childhood dogs, Moses, And I remember I just started to reminisce about this childhood dog. Who had died 10 years, 11 years prior to this meditation or something. And I remember I started to cry and I started to get really emotional. And I started to think of my love for this childhood dog. I started to cry and get emotional. I really felt my true core is love. All of our true cores is love. And one thought I remember having was, I believe in an afterlife or reincarnation or something. I believe the soul lives on. But so death doesn't really bother me too much because I know I'll see all my loved ones in future lives, But I remember having the thought, I will never have those same experiences with Moses, my childhood dog, ever again. Maybe I'll be with Moses in a different life, in a different world, in a different incarnation, or in heaven, but I remember thinking just how precious life is. And I just started thinking and feeling how precious life is and how those moments of my childhood with that dog were so precious, and it will never be exactly like that ever again. And that's also the same to every moment with everyone in relationships. And this moment right now, you'll never have it again. And anyways, I felt this, it was like, this heart chakra opening and this feeling of love. And I think I had this unprocessed, unconscious grief of Moses dying 12 years prior that I never processed. That was just kind of in my unconscious. And that was really the first death I had experienced in my life. The first major death that, was this dog Moses dying when I was 12. When we put him to sleep because he had cancer, I was there when they injected the euthanasia. And it was this really emotional experience, me experiencing death. And I think I never fully processed it. And it was, crazy how 12 years later, here I am meditating, crying about this childhood dog and how precious my time was with that dog and my love for this dog. And it was a really beautiful moment. And ever since then, I try to meditate every day. I'm pretty good. I'm not consistent, but I really, truly learned the huge beneficialness of meditation. And it's a feeling. And it's a feeling of like peace and centeredness and groundedness. And it brings us to our deepest layers of our unconscious, where things arise that were maybe previously repressed or painful, but allows us to be present with it. So I didn't quite have some miracle healing or mystical vision or levitation from meditation, but the miracle was just truly tapping into a feeling of my deepest, truest self sense of love, and those feelings of love, and that's a miracle. So ever since then, I basically meditate every day. Lately I've been meditating like 15 minutes a day. Every once in a while I'll go for like 45 minutes or an hour, but it's really just 15 minutes a day. But I feel the benefits of meditation almost every time, this feeling of like peace. And I made a video in like 2018 talking about how I meditate. I'll link it up here and I'll put it on the end screen and description if you want to learn exactly how I meditate. But one of the biggest reasons I'm sharing this message in this video is, that really long NoFap streak I had of 808 days? That started in the end of 2016. And this meditation experience and me getting really into meditation was the summer of 2016. And I don't think that's a coincidence. I think me learning to meditate and having that deep meditation experience and making it more of a regular practice was hugely significant to my NoFap success. It just calms us and relaxes us, and it teaches us to be present with our emotions without needing to escape them. And it's just, in our chaotic modern society, in this technological crazy world we live in, I almost think meditation is essential. Like for me, I feel like it's essential for me to just have healthy mental health, even if it's just 15 minutes a day. But it's also a tool if I'm feeling really stressed or grounded or anxious or whatever one day. I might do 45 minutes or so, and it's such a great tool. Back 2012, 2013, when people talked about meditation, I never got it. It never worked for me. It was like this stressful thing. So I wanted to maybe share this story explaining how meditation, like when I do it, I enjoy it. Sometimes it's a chore. Sometimes, it's like getting yourself to the gym. But lots of the time I do it because I feel like doing it. And I get a sense of peace when I do it. And that's not a perspective that I feel like lots of people like are straining to be present and not have thoughts. For me, it's like this relaxing, centering thing. So I just wanted to encourage people to look more into meditation, experiment with it more, because it's great for everyone, but especially for those on the NoFap journey. For me, it was a huge game changer. Maybe meditation isn't essential for NoFap. For some people, maybe it is, but I do think at least a sense of mindfulness is perhaps essential to NoFap. Being mindful of our emotions and thoughts, and having that awareness where we could take a step back and view our thoughts and emotions and be present with them without needing to like escape them. Mindfulness is huge. And if you're not the type of person who can get into meditation, as long as you're like taking walks, being in nature, yoga, socializing, stuff like that. Doing things to ground and relax yourself and calm your mind, I think, is so important. Two other good ones are prayer and breathing exercises. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. Subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff. I really appreciate all those things. That helps. A big thank you to my Patreons. Stay positive. We're all gonna make it. Peace.